using energy from the sun to power your home or business. Matt McDermott is here from Eagle Point Solar. Matt, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks, Morgan.
Yeah, we can't wait to talk to you about all of this. We want to get into it with, first of all, how did Eagle Point Solar get started in the first place? Because you guys are a pretty big deal at this point.
We are. We started in 2010 with 3 employees.
Oh my goodness.
Today we have over 100 employees, multiple locations throughout Illinois, Wisconsin, and Iowa.
Wow.
We've produced over 4,000 arrays. So
4,000?
Yep.
Arrays, and that is when you see all of the solar panels.
Yep.
I'm learning here as we go along, and you guys provided us with a lot of really cool photos and videos to kind of showcase everything. So you provide renewable energy to buildings of a variety of sizes.
Yep.
So kind of describe for us who you can serve.
Anyone that uses electricity.
Okay.
From a residential home to a commercial industry, ag, municipalities, schools. Anyone that uses electricity can receive a benefit from the sun.
Okay, wow, amazing. So we want to talk a little bit about residential. We do see a lot of solar being installed throughout the Quad Cities these days. So tell us a little bit about how this can really benefit a homeowner, because there's a variety of ways.
Yes, so what solar can do is, as long as someone agrees that the cost of doing nothing, which means that your today's electric bill is going to be there forever. So what you pay for electricity today is going to be quite different 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now.
Yes, it's going up.
It's going to continue to go up. And solar can offset those bills for you.
Okay.
So if someone's looking at purchasing a house that has a $20 electric bill, there's a lot of incentive for someone to purchase that home.
Yeah.
Also, that homeowner can take that savings and invest it into their home, improving their home.
Yeah, it's just a big deal, especially, you know, as many years that you live there, or like you mentioned for resale value.
Yep.
That, you know, oftentimes like realtors will tell you, hey, take a look at the previous owner's energy bill and see if that's something, you know, when you have the solar, that's going to look just vastly different.
It does. It does. I'm speaking from personal experience.
Oh, wow.
My electric bills were normally $250. Last month I got a $13.18 bill.
Oh, wow. Well, now I'm convinced. Okay, so we want to take a closer look at a few of your other really cool projects. I think the first one we have is the Dubuque Fire Station.
Yes. So the Dubuque Fire Station was one of our first projects that we did as a power purchase agreement with the city of Dubuque.
Okay.
So,
and that's what we're seeing up top right there.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of arrays.
Yeah, we're able to offset their electrical needs. Larger facilities take a lot of electricity.
I can imagine.
The 2 hardest drawbacks of solar when we're looking at it is space and shade.
Okay.
So
they don't have a lot of shade.
That's a good location.
This was a good location.
Yep.
I think the next one we have is Kent Park.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's just to show you that solar can be used in many different situations.
Okay.
From parks to fire stations to residentials to agricultural. So anyone that uses electricity, as you can see, people wouldn't think that parks would utilize electricity.
Okay.
But everyone uses it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that at all. And when I saw this on here, I couldn't believe it. But I mean, I guess everybody wants to reduce, you know, their costs, their overhead, and you know, this is a great decision. So La Crosse, Wisconsin, which again, you said that you serve Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin.
Yep, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin.
Okay, so talk about why this would be really good for a municipality or a city that has just a bunch of really large buildings. I mean, this can save in the long run quite a bit of money.
It can save a lot of bit of money. The other thing that it really does for cities is it gives them their green initiative.
Okay.
Reduces their carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Which in when you're looking at cities is a big factor, because reducing it, making the planet greener is a goal of most cities across the United States.
And it's important to residents. It's important to employees that work for, you know, those municipalities. Yeah, that's fabulous. And I want to skip to one. This is a community pool.
Yeah.
And when I saw this on here, I mean, I didn't understand it at first, but you say, you know, these pools, these big community pools, they use a lot of electricity. So this is Monona. I'm assuming this is also in the Wisconsin area.
No, that's Iowa.
This is Iowa. Okay.
Yep.
So I can't wait for it to pop up on screen because I did watch this video. So there it all is. And how is this beneficial for an establishment like this, like a community pool?
So if you're looking at it from a city's eyes, so the pool is a big user of electricity. Now, that pool has pumps and wells that are all run, so the electricity offsets the power that any municipality piece of equipment would be using electricity.
Yeah.
So they're able to offset that. The other thing is the pools aren't being used in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we just can't use it. So that electricity that those solar panels are stored. So the utility company will store that electricity for them so they can use it in the summertime.
Okay, that's amazing. I didn't even know that was a possibility.
It all depends on your utility company.
Yeah.
Everyone is different.
Amazing. Okay, well, Eagle Point Solar, you guys also provide assistance for folks, whether, I mean, of course, it's Home Improvement Week this week, so if we're talking residential, perhaps, anything from design, engineering, everything that really goes along with transitioning to solar power. You guys can help people with that stuff as well, so it's not just like you come and put them in. I mean, you work with them from start to finish on the entire process.
I like to say we are a turnkey operation from the very beginning to the very end. A turnkey local company.
Yeah.
We'll do everything for them, from the solar analysis to gathering their bills to working with the utility company to design it.
That's nice.
It is.
It's nice. You guys are a nice middleman from what it sounds like. So obviously, I mean, naturally when folks look at this, they're like, well, it's, you know, it's got to be expensive, you know, but you guys do have some incentives. Actually, the federal government has some incentives oftentimes for people to kind of offset a little bit of that cost.
They do. Incentives play a role in solar, and right now anyone is eligible for a 30% federal tax credit when they install solar. Ag and commercial are able to use other incentives as well, along with anyone in the state of Illinois. They're able to get other incentives.
Wow, very nice. And of course, like we talked about right off the bat, you will see, you know, all of those savings.
You will, because
in the long run.
The best way to describe it is your cost of electricity today is going to be a lot less than it, or a lot more in 20 years from now. If you are your own utility company where you're making your own power, it doesn't bother you to have $20 a watt electric bill cost.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, well, if you want to get an estimate and you want to learn more about solar power, go to eaglepointsolar.com or call the number on your screen, 563-582-4044. Matt, you made it easy to understand. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you so much for coming in and explaining that to us.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.